This weekend we're headed to Chattahoochee National Forest. We just left Georgia and our plan is to go and hike Springer Mountain. We are on some pretty fun roads. It rained a lot, so it's a little muddy, and we're just taking it nice and slow and easy, and we're gonna head to a camp spot for the night. How you feeling over there driving these roads?
A little stressed, just we're wet. I don't know if we're gonna slip. I get anxiety on these back roads because if something goes wrong, you're in the middle of nowhere.
This area definitely reminds us a lot of like the Smoky Mountains. It's really foggy. It's kind of got that rainy, kind of spooky vibe to it. Found this place on iOverlander, a campground called Jones Creek. We're not even sure if it's technically open, so we could be driving down here for absolutely nothing. Our backup plan is maybe just to try and crash at Springer Mountain Trailhead parking lot. We're just headed down some steep turns.
If it wasn't muddy, it wouldn't be bad, but the mud just makes it, you never know if you're gonna get a big van like this out. I've honestly never been an anxious person at all. After a year of living in the van, there's so many things to consider, it being our entire home and having everybody I love deeply in here and stuff. I think I've developed anxiety.
Me too. But I've always struggled a little bit more with anxiety, and like he said, this is like our whole entire home and this is our little family, so we want to stay safe, but we also want to adventure because it fills our spirits.
We're just turning left off the main road. It seems like the road gets a little bit dicier here.
Just stepped out. Ah! That was the dogs. Look at the van. It's so messy. Let's go check it out. From our first initial look, seems like it's going to be kind of similar to what the roads were on the way in. I think we'll give it a go. Hazel is so ready to get out and go exploring.
Very clear where the campsites are, so I don't know if we go that way or that way. Maybe it's a loop. We'll check it out. Dogs are welcome everywhere.
Yeah.
Just keep them under restraint and avoid wild animals and be aware you could run across like the ATVs and things like that. So it looks like there's some campsites right up here.
Nice big campsites.
This is what you dream of. This is what you take the risk for.
Like so many campsites available here. Obvious reasons. It's rainy, it's cold. Garron's gonna back into this camp spot now. So we found this big open spot here, which is really nice, and it's right next to the river. It's gonna be such a peaceful, quiet night. This is such a cool spot. It's so quiet and just like hearing the rain come off the trees. We're right next to a river. It's a big open spot for the girls to run around. What do you think?
I wish we could have fires. This place is unreal.
Yeah, it's super cool. And I do like the river being like a nice little white noise for the evening, because sometimes these places get way too quiet.
Yeah.
Is there?
It was small, but there was one, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was only like this big. It's all little fish.
All right, so we're gonna put the girls on their e-collars. Maybe throw out some long lines. Let them just hang out.
I am absolutely soaked. We found this cool waterfall back there, and like there's swimming pools and all kinds of stuff. We might move down here and be closer to it maybe.
You are literally covered in burrs.
Oh no.
Everywhere. Crazy girl.
Soggy wet dogs.
The fun part. Wow. Does that feel good, Hayzel? You getting that good itch?
You're not gonna believe this. I finished brushing Aspen out. Look at how much hair after just doing it a few days ago.
Oh my. Wow.
Let me show you.
Aspen, what are you
This
doing?
would be enough for me to create a Santa Claus beard out of.
Whee! Time to cook, baby.
Good.
Time to cook. This is my I'm hungry dance. Can we have some pad thai, baby?
I'm going to show you guys how we make one of our new favorite meals in the van, which is a van life pad thai. For the protein, we are using organic chicken thighs. Then we also have our Thai noodles. Next, we have a couple of our favorite things. So we have organic soy sauce, which obviously you need. We also have organic lime juice, because full veggies in there. So we have a red pepper and a red onion that we throw in. Then you need your spices. So we put in a little fresh garlic, and we also have some crushed red chili peppers that go in there. And lastly, we have peanut butter powder. That we're gonna start by throwing the pan on the stove, some organic olive oil, a little bit in the pan, and we're gonna throw our chicken in to cook first. And that takes probably 15 minutes, roughly. Dice up the peppers and the onions. All right, so you throw your onions and peppers in. It starts marinating and serenading and all the 80s. Now that we got the veggies in, we got to throw in a little bit of spices to get it flavored. So we're going to start with the red chili flakes. We're pretty generous with it because we like a lot of spice. Get some garlic in there. Let that simmer and get a fan going. Chop up the chicken into little pieces before throwing it back in the pan. Put in a generous amount of soy sauce. The last step is to take your pad thai noodles. Gonna spread them down in. You gotta take a cup, put some water in it, pour it in to create some steam. Let it cook for about another like 3 to 5 minutes. Then you're gonna stir it up, see how the noodles are. Probably add some more water, stir it again until you're almost done.
I am excited to eat the pad thai. So I'm starving.
The last steps is putting in the peanut butter powder. I'm telling you, this is an unreal meal. Give it a try.
I'm going to show you guys our movie setup. We have this tablet. This is where we download all our movies and then we watch when we're in these non-service based areas. Our Sony speaker literally is like a movie theater here. And then we've got twinkle lights. Oh no, I think we're running out of batteries.
They're dead. No twinkle lights tonight.
No twinkle lights, but we do have a candle. We'll put it like right here because then it's like closer to us. The tablet up here, it fits like really nicely. We are going to start this Obliterated series. It's new on Netflix, so we're gonna give it a go. I downloaded like all the episodes. It's gonna get dark really soon and there's really nothing else to do. Get it nice and dark in here. It's just such a vibe.
We are ready to dish.
Wow, that looks so good.
Pad thai is served.
Wow. All right, chef, you take the first bites. See how it is.
Oh, I could eat that every day. This is a real critic.
It's so good. I could cry.
Right,
It's
ready
amazing.
ready for a movie night?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
You are excited. Okay, sit. Let's do a trick. Sit pretty. Good girl. Yeah, you're going to get pretty. Woohoo! I love you. Okay, sit. Good girl. Stay. Okay. Good girl. So I think the plan for the rest of the night is to watch some movies because there's really nothing else to do here. It's going to be dark in about an hour. And then tomorrow we're going to get up early and head over to Springer Mountain to hike. Okay. I got Hazel cuddling.
Snorting and smiling. Look at that smile.
I can't stop laughing. On that note, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning. Last night was kind of awful for sleeping. It just like poured and poured and poured and poured. And then I just kept thinking about potentially the roads being even nastier to get out. of this morning and it was loud on the van, so there wasn't much sleep to be had, but I just quickly put on the same clothes. I'm gonna take the dogs out quick. I just put them on their e-collars, but I'm doing a quick perimeter sweep, make sure there's no animals out here. I'm gonna go let them out. Okay. Oh, careful. There they are, taking their pees. But even though I was just so tired this morning waking up, I was so excited to get out and just listen to nature and the beauty and the quietness out here. So, would you do that with me? Beautiful. Runs and she flies.
While Dedra's outside playing with the dogs, I'm gonna whip her up a hot coffee and get the van all tidied up. It did. All done.
Going to Springer Mountain. The girls are all in their spots and we're getting caffeinated up. And we're gonna attempt to get through these roads again. All our stuff at the top is falling down right now.
We'll hold our hands here so it doesn't hit our heads.
It's so bumpy. So this is the parking lot that we're parked at on the start of the trail, and there's just absolutely no one here. This is the hike we're doing, the Benton McKay Trail. It's like a 6.6, I think it's a mile loop.
Kilometers.
Kilometers. So
Not
it's
that
not
far.
too bad. It should only take us like a couple hours, an hour and a half.
2 hours according to all trails.
2 hours, but we often break the time on all
That's true.
trails. I went back to the van quick because I needed a snack. So I'm gonna eat a banana.
One of my favorite things, why we've been in like Kentucky, Georgia, and along the East Coast, is that the Appalachian Trail is on this side. So a lot of the hikes we do are along that at some point. So this one here says the Appalachian Trail parking at the southern terminus is only 16 miles that way. We're going up the Springer Mountain 1.6 that way, but it's kind of cool to see that we're hiking along a lot of the sections of the Appalachian Trail.
So pretty. I think about how this is literally going to be my life in like 5 months, which is crazy. Hiking the PCT for 5 months. All I'm going to be doing is just needing to carry a bag, be out in nature, nothing else. Is wild to me. Makes me nervous, but so excited to push myself and do something like this in my life. We're doing a little detour and we're gonna go check this random lookout point before we get to the summit of Springer Mountain. Here during like prime fall season, because I feel like this would have been incredible to look out on, but it's still so beautiful. So cool! I love nature. We've been training Hayzel and Aspen to be on e-collars. And essentially it's just like a tool to help with their recall, because when we're out exploring in these areas, we don't want them to run off chasing after something. And it's just nice to be able to call them when there is people walking by, because not everyone loves dogs. And we just passed some people. They did a great job. And it all worked out. We've done trails before where they've been totally fine. So anyway, just a little chat about that.
Still some green leaves out here all the way in December in Georgia. Much warmer than we expected. When we talked to our family back in Canada, some of them said it was like minus 15, minus 20 Celsius, which is wild.
And look at where we're at.
Yeah.
We're exploring in nice weather. Across this random camp spot, which we think would be absolutely beautiful in like the summer bloom time. Like just seeing this whole entire forest just at its peak in the summer would be amazing.
Cool to find these little gems, and there's so many cool places in this national forest, hey, that you can camp and stay.
Yeah, and you remember when I said that we're probably going to beat the ultra this time? No, because we've been stopping a lot and taking in the beauty of this trail. Probably going to take us 3-4 hours.
We're actually an hour in and we've done only 1/3 of the trail. One of the coolest things I find along trails are these little, sometimes boards that have all the information. This one is for Benton McKay, which is a loop we're on. And essentially it sounds like that's the name of the guy who helped form this portion of the Appalachian Trail. And he was actually like the lead of the forestry board, and he helped form the original Appalachian Trail, which it looks like was made somewhere in like 1937 it was completed or something. The trail is really not that old. We're not even at 100 years yet. And it just shows you like how much more exploring there is to do. But I really enjoy reading these things.
We're just stopping now for some water for the dogs, get ourselves some water, and we're doing apple. Ah! You guys want some cheese? Beggars.
Thirsty girls. There's no water on the trail, so this is where they're getting their drink on. One of Dedra's new favorite snacks is apples and cheese. Mm-hmm. I introduced her to it. She thought I was crazy. Should have used our beeswax wraps. Look how brown these are. A little hack for you guys.
Aspen.
If you find your apples go brown really quick, use beeswax wraps. Honestly, they keep them fresh for like 2-3 days. They don't really go brown and they taste way crispier. These have only been in this bag for like an hour and a half and they're already soft and brown. So check out Nature Bee beeswax wraps, which is where we get ours, if you want to try them out. The cheese tax is due, so Aspen, sit, gentle. Good girl, Hayzel, gentle. Good, gentle girl. When we first adopted Aspen, they told us that she should never be off leash or could never be off leash. And now we have her to a point when we hike in places like this, she's completely off leash.
Oh, what a
good
sweet girl.
Stays right.
And then we have our psycho dog,
Yeah.
Hayzel.
She stays near us, but she's wilding out.
We picked her up in Mexico and we were traveling through Baja.
Yeah, and we got Aspen in Los Angeles shortly after as a friend.
Such special girls.
So special.
And then we have Miss Maya, who I've had since high school. She's 12. She's the grumpy little chihuahua that everyone knows. Go get her, Aspen.
Go get her. Hayzel runs laps while Aspen waits patiently for her to come back within range. We're heading down a little hill to a river, but look at this terrain. You'd think we're in the middle of like Costa Rica or something with some of these leaves, which is really cool.
Little girl is tuckered out. You tired? She stopped walking. We forgot to bring her backpack too. Normally we throw her in a backpack, but when she gets tired, we just carry her. Looks like we do have a pretty steady climb up ahead. Not too bad though.
Don't know what to say.
You're like, I'm tired and hungry. Pointing the camera in my face.
Transition. Boom, we're back at the van and I've thought of what to say. I'm going to whip up some bacon and eggs. We're going to find out where we're going to go next, I think towards South Carolina. And yeah, that's kind of it for the weekend. It's going to be dark here, unfortunately, soon. Saw a really good hike. It was nice to get out, let the girls roam all day, and yeah, kind of experience nature again.
I think we're gonna end our vlog right here.
If you enjoyed this, we'd love for you to follow us. Our content isn't perfect, but it's coming along. We think it'll be beautiful to see our growth over time, and we'd love to have you there for the journey. If you have any recommendations on where to go in South Carolina, please put them in the comments or send them to us through DM. We're real people, we will respond. We're not so big that we don't have time to say hello, so we'd love to hear from you.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.